Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, I'm KingNido and welcome to Pewter City, where today the Rock-type Skulls are going up against the Montana Vera Sylphs, and the Skulls have something massive to prove because it was the Sylphs last season who almost cost the Skulls opportunity to make it into Victory Road, so they want to try and get the massive victory here today. But with that, let us know in the comments below who you think is going to win this matchup. Will it be the Rock-types? Will it be the Ghost-types? Let's go!
3, 2, 1, go!
The Sylphs are on their vengeful revenge tour as they are starting out with Typhlosion in its Hisuian form, and it is Skeledirge starting out with two fire types. And speaking of fire types, it will be Arcanine in its Cantonian form starting out for the Pewter Skulls, but it is no longer a fire type. It is the Terrestrial Draftee, so it has taken on the Rock typing, and it is joined alongside Garganacl here. Now the Pewter Skulls actually have a type advantage over the two fire types on the field, but they go for the Grass Knot from Arcanine onto Typhlosion. It's not very effective. It should actually know better being a fire type itself, but we get the quick attack from Typhlosion. Not very effective there onto Garganacl. Skeledirge is going to follow it up though with the Dark Pulse. Gets a really good hit there, and it's caused Garganacl to flinch. Arcanine's going to have to do some heavy lifting. It goes for the Ice Hammer onto Skeledirge. Yet again, a not very effective attack on its fellow fire type Pokemon, and Arcanine has lowered its speed to do so as it is on the receiving end of a Psybeam. Critical hit as well from Typhlosion, and Skeledirge is going to follow it up with the Take Heart Knock on the offensive here. It is going to boost that special attack as well as that special defense. And it does have that 110 base special attack as Garganacl goes for its first move. The Thunder Fang onto Skeledirge. Doesn't get much damage, but now Typhlosion has speed control, goes with the Moonlight. It is going to restore its health, and it is going to get itself back to full strength in the process. And now it is Skeledirge going with the Stealth Check, so after boosting those special stats, it's going to boost that physical defense a great deal as it does chow down on its Leopard Berry in the process. Arcanine, having given up its speed, goes with the Ceaseless Edge. Super effective, but very little damage into that stat boosted Skeledirge, but it is going to leave those spikes scattered on the side of the Sylph, so any Pokemon coming in will land in those entry hazards, as the low sweep will not work on Typhlosion. It is immune, as are all Ghost type Pokemon, to fighting type moves, as the speed swap from Typhlosion onto Arcanine, switching their base speed here. I believe Typhlosion should still have the speed advantage, as the Defend order from Skeledirge is going to give itself another defense boost. It must intend on being in this matchup for a long time, also getting the special defense boost there. And here is Arcanine with the Blast Burn onto Typhlosion. Actually gets a really good hit, but yet again not very effective. Garganacl is going to follow it up with the Cotton Spore onto both Skeledirge and Typhlosion, lowering their speed a great deal, so Arcanine may actually be back to being the quickest. And that it is, but unfortunately after the Blast Burn, it has to recharge. This allows a Poison Powder from Typhlosion to put that status effect onto Garganacl, so it is going to be feeling the effects of that poisoning quite passively, but it is now quicker than Skeledirge. Goes for the Scratch, but the Ghost types are also immune to normal type moves, so that will not pay off. Skeledirge looking to capitalize, goes with the Feathered Dance, but that clear body of Garganacl prevents it from having its stats low, but unfortunately it doesn't prevent it from being poisoned, as it does feel the effects of that poisoning there. Arcanine back to being the quickest on the field, goes with the Bleak Windstorm, connects with both its fellow fire types. Good damage being done there as well. Typhlosion looking to respond with the Spore, but it fails. It must have gone for Garganacl, who does already have that poisoning. Garganacl though with the Headlong Rush takes Typhlosion out of the match with that super effective move, cutting into its own physical and special defense to do so, and it does have 130 base physical defense as Skeledirge responds with the Hydro Cannon and gets the elimination of Arcanine with that super effective move. A perfect response there by the Montana Vera Sylphs to not let the Pewter Skulls get that early momentum, as the Terrestrial Draftee has been taken out of the Rock type side, and there is Garganacl still feeling the effects of that poisoning, chipping away at its health, as out comes Dragapult for the Montana Vera Sylphs. It is going to be Colossal coming out for the Pewter Skulls, and there is Dragapult landing in those spikes, taking a bit of damage, but it has that speed. It goes for the Burn Up, but unfortunately it's not a fire type. It would have worked for Skeledirge though, as Colossal with the Terrain Pulse yet again going for moves that do not affect the Ghost types. This could cost the Pewter Skulls, as Colossal with the Dragon Tail goes for Skeledirge. Skeledirge tanks that move, but it does get sent back to the bench, and out in its place is dragged Chandelure, another fire type. The Montana Vera Sylphs have brought 3 fire types to try and contend with the Pewter Skulls. this could backfire for them as Dragapult is going to go with the Shell Smash. I'm sure it is happy it didn't receive the Dragon Tail, as it is going to cut into those defenses, both physical and special, but it is going to boost that massive 120 base attack, as well as boosting its special attack and boosting that speed. You have to think it would even be quicker than an Electrode now, as Chandelure is going to follow up with the Dragon Dance, taking some inspiration from Dragapult here. Chandelure is going to boost its physical attack as well as boosting its own speed, but the Sylphs have full speed control at the moment, as Garganacl is going to ride that Surf. It is super effective on its own teammate Colossal, taking big damage, but it's also super effective on Chandelure. Not very effective, however, on Dragapult, as Colossal with the Mountain Gale. This will be super effective, and Dragapult is eliminated. They've capitalized on Dragapult cutting into its own defenses, and the Pewter Skulls have taken back the lead with a fantastic elimination of Dragapult here. And now out comes Skeledirge back onto the field, landing in those spikes, which immediately puts it into knockout range. Chandelure, having to do its part, is going to go for the Pollen Puff, going for Colossal. Gets a really good hit there with that not very effective move, putting Colossal into knockout range. And Skeledirge with the lock on. It is locking onto Colossal, but maybe it should have just gone for the elimination instead. Garganacl, looking to capitalize, goes with the Iron Head. Not very effective. Skeledirge actually holds on. Colossal, though, could finish it off. Goes with the Discharge. It hits everybody on the field, and it does eliminate Skeledirge, but unfortunately eliminates Garganacl in the process, taking out its own teammate. And now out comes Rotom in its Mo form, and it is Rhyperior coming out for the Pewter Skulls, and Rotom, this Grass Electric type, is going to take on that Ghost type, and it knows exactly what it's like being a Ghost type, because when it's in these forms, it does get rid of its normal, well, not normal, but it's regular Ghost typing. So it is right at home with the Montana Barrier Sylphs. The Headlong Rush from Chandelure onto Rhyperior, super effective damage there, massive hit. Chandelure cutting into its defenses to do so. And Rotom is going to follow it up with the Acid Spray onto Colossal. Not very effective, very minimal damage there, but it is going to lower the special defense. Not that Colossal has much defense left to work with it being an easy target. The Sky Attack is being set up by Rhyperior, becoming cloaked in that harsh light as those wings take flight up into the sky. Colossal with the Dragon Pulse going for Rotom, gets a good hit there on the Terrestrial Draftee. Chandelure, though, with the triple dive. It looks like it will only need a double dive, though, to eliminate Rhyperior from this match, and it has leveled the playing field with that super effective connection, but it's also cancelled out the Sky Attack. That could be crucial for the Montana Vera Sylphs here, having just leveled the playing field and prevented that Sky Attack from being finished. The Bitter Blade here from Rotom, but the Flash Fire of Colossal, so just got to boost those fire type moves. Colossal is going to respond with the Dual Wing Beat, gets the first strike. The second Dual Wing Beat that will eliminate Chandelure from this matchup. The Pewter Skulls have just taken back the lead. They are holding their own against the Sylphs, who did have a fantastic showing last round, and it is Basculegion coming out for the Montana Vera Sylphs. It is Probopass for the Pewter Skulls. Basculegion does land in those spikes, and remember, it's a part water type as the Slam from Rotom does very minimal damage there to Probopass, tanking that move. But the Echoed Voice follow-up, and Colossal is able to hold on from that. Not very effective move. This allows Probopass to go for the Metal Claw here onto Rotom, gets a good hit on, and Colossal follows it up with the Curse. It is going to slow its speed here, which doesn't matter because it's already a slow on the field, but it is going to boost its attack. But it needs to capitalize on that because it is so close to being eliminated. Rotom could actually take it out now. Goes for the Spit Up, but unfortunately it hasn't gone for the Stockpile. And Basculegion goes with the Fury Swipes onto Colossal. Not very effective, but effective enough to get the elimination with that critical hit and level the playing field at 2v2. We're down to the last remaining Pokemon for these two sides here. Pewter Skulls, though Probopass is going to go with the Magic Room on the field, so it is going to make it so that everybody's held items do lose their effects, and it is Rampardos coming as the last Pokemon for the Pewter Skulls as the Spit Up. Now, Rotom, you have not gone for a Stockpile. That is going to fail. Basculegion, though, with the Thunder Wave onto Rampardos, this is going to leave it paralyzed. It's already slower, so that doesn't really matter, but crucially, it could make it so it's unable to move. Probopass with the Harden, it's going to boost that physical defense that's already base 145. Rampardos needs to go on the offensive, goes for a Seismic Toss, but unfortunately, it's not going to work on the Ghost types, and this allows Rotom to go for the Reflect type, but it does fail. It is going to stay as its terrestrial form. Basculation with the Thunder Wave yet again, this time doing it to Probopass. They're trying to make it so neither of the rock types can move. There's a really clever play by the water ghost type as Rampardos is going to go with the Lumina Crash onto Rotom, puts it in knockout range, but it is able to stay in the matchup. However, Probopass intelligently with the Lunar Blessing, it is going to restore its health, not that it's taken much damage, but more importantly, it has cured itself and Rampardos of the paralysis. A smart team play there as Rotom with the low kick. This will be super effective, massive damage there being done to Rampardos. Basculation follows it up with the high jump kick, but unfortunately, it is avoided. Basculation keeps going and crashes, taking massive damage. Rampardos goes for the same. What is it thinking? The high jump kick, it phases straight through the ghost types and it's eliminated itself because it kept going and crashed. Rampardos is out of this matchup. Probopass is all by itself. The Montana Verisivus have taken the lead. Probopass with the substitute very intelligently cutting into its own health to put that substitute in play. It will have to be taken down before it takes any damage. Thunder Punch from Rotom onto the substitute. It is taking the damage. It is able to stay in the field of play. Basculation though follows it up with the Tachyon Cutter. This multi-hit move, this first move strikes the substitute and it's caused it to fade, which means the second Tachyon Cutter is going to connect with Probopass. Very little damage, but they are chipping away at the rock steel type here as Probopass needs to get a quick elimination. It goes for the Smog onto Basculation. Not very effective here. And all held items effects have returned to normal as the magic room wears off, but the Aeroblast from Rotom, yet again, more chip damage banned on the Probopass. Very little though, with that not very effective move, followed up by the Terrain Pulse yet again. This will not be very effective either, doing even less damage. Probopass needs to go for a big hit, goes for the Acid, connects with both ghost types, but unfortunately it's not very effective on either of them. This allows Rotom to go for the Earth Power. This is going to be super effective. And it gets the elimination. The Montana Verisivus have held on to defeat the Pewter Skulls, but the Skulls were taking the Sylphs to the limit. I did not expect that. Coming into this matchup, the Skulls were able to hold their own. Unfortunately, that mistake by Rampardos may have cost them as the next round. They will be going up against the Lentil Neos, whereas the Ghost types next round will be going up against the Anastar Galaxy. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.